Hello everyone, in this video I am going to show you how you can use a OneNote for your school to stay organized. OneNote can be used for any purpose you want in your life, to plan your budget, to do grocery shopping, keep track of your expenses, anything you name it. But our main topic for today is to learn how we can use a OneNote to stay organized for our school. Okay, so OneNote, it just works like a notebook. In OneNote, we call our main notebook just a notebook, and the tabs, whatever the tabs you had in your notebook, actual notebook, those are called the sections in OneNote, and pages are just called the pages. Okay, so I'm going to show you how you can create notebook here. So you click on that, you make sure you go to the home tab, and then you click on the right here on these three books, and then click on add a notebook. When you click on add a notebook, you just name it whatever you want and create a notebook. That's all you need to do. Once you do that, it will show the name at the very top. So this notebook, I named it YouTube videos. Okay, so this is your notebook, and under notebook we need to create a sections. Okay, so now how do you do that? You just click on add a section. Let's say I will do for your PE class. I can do something for your English. Okay, so all you need to do add section and just type the name whatever you want. Okay, so I'll just go to my math 10, and you need to just click on each tab to create pages here. You can move around the pages later on if you want. So how do you do that? You just click on add a page, and by default it will be untitled page, and then you can name it. So here, let's say I already have a unit 1, unit 2. I'll create a unit 3 here. So unit 3, let's say trigonometry. Okay, so that's how you can create pages. You can move around the pages, hold it, drag it to the bottom, whatever you want to do. So this is how you can move around the pages. If you need to move the page to another tab and accidentally you create it somewhere else, you can hold it, drag it, and then just mouse over it, and see now that pops up under signs. Okay, I'll just take that back to the math. So hold it, drag it, and mouse over it to wherever you want to put it, whichever section you want to put it. But yes, in your actual notebook, you can't really do that unless you have those ring binders. Then you can take a page and move it there. Okay, so same thing. It basically works just like a binder, but this is the better version, I would say. Okay, so this is how you create sections and pages. Just quickly review. You make sure you're in the home tab. You click on that down arrow. If you're creating a very first time, it will prompt you to create a notebook. So click on add a notebook. So now you do that, it asks you to new name and new notebook, and then you type up the name, click create a notebook. I press cancel because I already have one. Okay, and then these are called the sections here, and you do by just clicking on add section. Once you have each section created, then you can create pages in there. Okay, you can move around the sections however you want. You can right click it. If you want to delete, you can delete it. You can change the color of your section if you want. These are the only options we have. So you can create, pick any color you want. And then once, make sure if you're creating a page for your math, make sure you are in the math section. If you're doing for your social study, make sure it's social study, science, so and so on. Just click on add a page. Okay, so now I'm just going to go to my math. So I'll show you what I have. So unit 1. These are my handwritten notes. These are the quotient rules. You can handwrite it. There is a tab called a draw. So here are all the options. You have it here. So you can pick any colors. You can highlight it. If I pick my highlighter here, so let's say I want to do the main one. So you can highlight with the different colors you want. We have a lot of options here. Same bases. When you have a same base, you add the exponents. Yeah, whatever you want, you can do it here. And you can pick the colors. You can pick a rainbow color here. There are a lot of options here. Whatever you want to do. Under the pens options, you can select the size. You can pick a color, any color you want, and you can click on the plus sign to increase the sizes, minus sign to reduce the size here. So all those options are here. So here's your eraser. I don't want to erase anything. I'll just press undo it because those are my notes. If you want to delete, erase multiple things at the same time, you can click that lasso select, and you can hold it or drag it, move around it. It will select multiple things at the same time, and then you can click a delete, or I can move around as well. Okay. Also, let's say you're doing a notes and you need more space. What you can do, you can click on insert or remove extra space. You click on that little option, hold it, drag it. It will create more space for you. See, now here, if I want to remove extra space, you do the same thing. You go back to this option, hold it, drag it, and go back to that. It will remove the space. So that's how you can add, remove a space. You can insert the shapes here. Those are the one we have by default. We can convert ink to shape if I do that. So let's say I did this, ink to shape. Nothing really popped up. Okay. Maybe something I'm doing it wrong. Okay, so here this is the option. You can use it to solve equations using the math feature, but that's not the purpose for today. Okay, so there are multiple options here. Under insert tab, you can create a table, you can insert file, you can insert pictures, you can do audio, anything you want. So play around with these options. You can use these multiple options here. Under the view tab, see, I do have a lines here. By default, it's a white paper. What you can do, you can change a page color, whatever color you want. You can pick more colors. You can grab a black, or you can grab a white. You can grab a gray color, whichever color you prefer, pink. Okay, any color you want, you can pick it here. And rule lines, you can do the grid lines. You can do the lines here. There you have 4 options here. You can pick whichever you want. And one good thing I like about that, the replay option, when you do that, it will ask you which area you want to replay. Let's say I selected that one. Okay, so these notes were created like a while ago. It still it will, if you press the replay, it will show you the notes in the order I wrote these notes down. Okay, so that's always handy. You can use that. Pretty much all. And there's another thing that I want to show you. There's immersive reader too, which let's say you have to read something. You can use the immersive reader option to help you to read something to you. My favorite one, you go to home, and then it's a dictate option. So dictate option is a pretty handy. So when you click on dictate, see right there, I said when you click on dictate, it just automatically typed up for me. Okay, so this option, you can use it to do the notes, especially when you are in a lecture hall. You're not able to pick every single thing your professor or your teacher is saying to you. You can use this dictate option. It does a pretty good job. It picks up almost, I would say, 99% of the content that are that someone is saying. So this is a really great option. So make sure you have your microphone option on to help you to do the dictate. Okay, yeah, under home tab, you can pick the text you want, bold, italicize, all the colors. These are pretty basic options that you can use it. Okay, so this is pretty much all. Thank you very much. Bye bye.